In this After Effects tutorial, we create a Black Mirror loading animation that you see on the screen. So here we are in After Effects, create a new composition, and we will be using the standard settings, 1920 by 1080, frame rate by 24, duration 10 seconds. I'll call this main and click OK. And the first thing to do is right click here and go to new, and then select shape layer, and then go to add here up above, and then select rectangle, and then we are gonna go back to add and select fill this time. So we give this a fill color, go here and then change the color to white, click OK, and now we get some settings here on shape layer. So we go to rectangle path 1, right click, and then change this, convert to Bezier path. So now we are gonna click onto this icon and then choose grid. So we get this grid option here, and when we zoom in we can see the grid. And now we are gonna open this path settings and then select move tool, selection tool, and then move this, select this piece and then move this while holding shift. Then select the other one and then move it like so. Now we select bottom ones, the two of them, and then while holding shift we move them like so. Now we are gonna turn off the grid. And now we want to go to add and then select repeater. So open the settings for repeater and then change copies to 8, and then open transform repeater 1 and change position to 0 so it's in the center. Now we can change rotation to 45, and then while having move tool selected we select the right point, and then while holding alt and then shift we can move this up like so. So select alt and shift, I'll be moving it like so. And now select pen tool and then set a point into the center, and then we can move this like so while holding shift, and then while holding alt we click on it once and then we can make it rounded like so. Now create another point here above into the center, and then move this while holding shift as well, move it up, and then hold alt and then click on it once and then move this to make it rounder. And now we are gonna delete the repeater, so we delete this one, and there we have our shape. And now I can just animate this, so I'll close the settings, press T for opacity, and then set a keyframe at the beginning, and then go to 1 second, and then set this to 0. And now we are gonna alt click on stopwatch of opacity, so alt click on this, and then type in this code. This expression, I mean. So loop out cycle, type in this one, and then we'll be having a loop out effect. So this loops over and over. And now we can duplicate this. So Ctrl D and then press R, change rotation to 45, and then move this layer by 3 frames. So Alt page down, Alt page down, Alt page down. We move it by 3 frames, and we are gonna do the same for the rest. So I'll probably speed up the video for this. Now we are gonna go to 1 second and then press B, go to 2 seconds and then press N. So we have 1 second of full rotation. So the video will start from here at 1 second and then end at 2 seconds. So we right click here and then select this one, trim comp to work area. So let's have a look at it now. So it loops over and over. Now we are gonna create a bigger segment, so I duplicate this first one, Ctrl D, and set this up here. And then we are gonna take pen behind tool, anchor point tool, and then while holding shift, I move this somewhere around here so I can scale it up from this point. So press S and then scale it to 125. And now we can take the anchor point back into the center while holding shift. Now I'm gonna select the first one and then duplicate it. We create a bigger segment. So I'll move this up here and then I'll select pen behind tool and then move the anchor point over here so I can scale it from this point. So press S and then scale it to 125. And now we are gonna take the anchor point back into the center. And now press R, set a keyframe on rotation at the beginning for this last shape, and then go to the end of the animation and then change this to 1 so it makes a full rotation. Something like that. And then we are going to open the keyframe settings for this, so press U to view the keyframes, and then we are going to delete the opacity ones. So I'll click on stopwatch icon so it's removed, and I'll change this to 100. So you can alt click on it to remove the expression and then change this to 100. And now we are gonna go to FX and presets, type in posterize time, and then change this to, we can change this to 8. So we will have this type of animation. That will be it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button as well, and see you on the next video.